Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge loyalty gets left in the glove box, and press kit dreams get flattened like a tire on gravel. If you're new here, don't expect fluffy adjectives or soft focus praise shots. This is where we run the metal through its paces and call it exactly how it feels. Today, we've got the 2026 Honda HR-V, a subcompact crossover that Honda says is redefined for modern life. We're about to find out what that actually means once the showroom lights are off and the tires hit real pavement. Exterior. Let's start with what greets you first at the exterior. The 2026 HR-V isn't a radical departure from the 2025 version, but it does bring a more sculpted, athletic face to the mix. The front grille has been trimmed and sharpened, ditching the soft, friendly look for something more assertive. The LED headlights are now narrower and more angular, almost Civic-like, with integrated DRLs that slice into the upper corners of the fascia. Honda's logo sits proud on a gloss black mesh grille, and the lower bumper design finally looks like someone at the design studio is allowed to drink coffee and take risks. It's still unmistakably HR-V, but it now gives off just enough grown-up edge to turn heads even in traffic. Walk along the side and things smooth out. The 2026 HR-V carries strong, clean character lines without getting into creased-up chaos. There's a hint of coupe-like attitude with the rearward sloping roof line, but Honda hasn't sacrificed practicality just to play fashion. The blacked-out window trim, slight fender flares, and new 18-inch alloy designs on XL and Sport trims, all pull their weight here. It's quietly confident, not screaming for attention, but not fading into the crowd either. If you're wondering about door handles, yes, they're still conventional. Honda gave up on that hidden rear handle experiment, and honestly, we're glad. Round back, the HR-V goes full clean mode. The taillights are now slimmer with a more horizontal stretch, visually widening the stance. The new light signature ties both ends together, and the rear bumper has finally grown into itself, and no more undersized plastic trim trying to fake toughness. You get an integrated roof spoiler up top and some tasteful badging that doesn't scream at you. There's no faux exhaust nonsense here, just clean, well-finished lines that suit the car's new image. Interior now. Let's slide inside. Honda's interiors have been evolving fast lately, and the 2026 HR-V is right in step. The cabin feels like a mashup between the Civic and the CR-V, and that's a very good thing. The dashboard is minimalist but smartly layered, with a horizontal layout that stretches the cabin's feel. The honeycomb mesh fan trim continues, giving it a unified, upscale touch. No gimmicks, no weird textures, just clean design and solid ergonomics. The touchscreen is now up to 9 inches on higher trims, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Honda finally gave in to the public outcry. We've got a physical volume knob. Climate controls are simple dials, and everything feels tactile, right where your hands expect it. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and responsive, though not overloaded with distractions. Honda's UI is still on the simpler side, which some may love or hate, but it gets the job done without diving into a submenu rabbit hole. Seats, supportive and just the right amount of firm. You won't get Lexus plush softness here, but after a few hours behind the wheel, you won't be aching either. Space is generous for a subcompact crossover. Front legroom and headroom are plenty, and even rear seat passengers won't be squeezing their knees or ducking their heads. Honda continues to crush packaging efficiency. This cabin feels bigger than it should. Cargo space, class leading. With the rear seats up, you're getting over 24 cubic feet, and fold them flat, and that opens up to 55 plus. That means you can actually carry real gear, not just a yoga mat and a water bottle like some of the HR-V's city living rivals. Performance under the hood. It's familiar but refined. The 2026 HR-V is still running with a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated inline-4, pushing out 158 horsepower and 138 pounds-feet of torque. No turbo, no hybrid, just a good old gas engine hooked to a CVT. And before you sigh, hang on. Honda's latest tuning of the CVT is tighter, with simulated shifts that actually help in daily driving. It doesn't wind under pressure like the CVTs of old, and it behaves better under load than you'd expect. Acceleration isn't mind-blowing. A 0 to 60 takes about 9 seconds. I bet this isn't a Type R. It's about smoothness, control, and day-to-day drivability. It handles well for the class, thanks to a platform borrowed from the Civic. That means tighter cornering, better road feel, and less of that floaty SUV wobble. Steering is responsive, and body roll is well managed. It won't thrill you on twisty back roads, but it'll give you confidence pulling off freeway ramps at speed. Fuel economy is solid, with EPA numbers hovering around 27 miles per gallon city and 32 highway, depending on whether you're running front-wheel or all-wheel drive. Nothing revolutionary, but consistent and reliable are the kind of thing you expect from a Honda drivetrain. AWD models have a retuned real-time AWD system that reacts quicker to slippage and does a better job in light snow or wet roads. But again, this isn't meant for off-road heroics, just better footing when things get messy. Safety tech is fully loaded. Every 2026 HR-V gets Honda sensing as standard. That's adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition, collision mitigation braking, and more. The tuning on these systems has improved. It feels less jerky, more natural than before. Higher trims and blind spot monitoring, cross-traffic alerts, and a multi-angle backup camera that's actually useful. Let's talk money. The base LX trim starts around $26,000, which is still competitive in a segment filled with feature light options. Step up to the sport trim, and you're looking closer to $28,000 with a blacked out appearance package and more interior tech. The XL, which gets leather, upgraded audio, and the bigger touchscreen, tops out near $30,500 with AWD. In a world where compact crossovers keep bloating both in size and price, the HR-V stays grounded, and that's part of its charm. So what's the verdict? The 2026 Honda HR-V isn't here to blow your mind. It's not trying to be the flashiest or fastest. What it is consistent. It's a crossover that looks sharper, drives smoother, and feels more premium than the price tag suggests. It's a better commuter, a better hauler, and a better daily than it ever was before. No drama, no gimmicks, just solid evolution. If you want a turbo punch or hybrid efficiency, yeah, you might look elsewhere. But if you're after a dependable, well-thought-out crossover with real usability and smart design, the 2026 HR-V is back in the game, and stronger than most people expected. Thanks for riding along here at Car Flash, where we keep the hype neutral and the truth in drive. If you dig real reviews and unfiltered breakdowns, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, not because we said so, but because you're tired of watching grown adults drool over turn signals. Catch you in the next one.